Hello everyone, this is Kamran and welcome back to my channel. So in this last video we talked about Axios and how to use Axios to make a GET API call from a server. So in this video we are going to make another API call which will be a post request, and we will try to send some data from our client to the server. So let's do that. So in our last video, we created this function from which we called a get API and get the data inside our component, and we displayed the data from the API on our UI. So what we are going to do in this video, we are going to create a new function, and from that function we are going to call a post API. So we will try to put some data on the server through this post API. So I have already created two APIs, one post and one put APIs, and we will try to trigger that API and we will add some data into that API and we will see that data on our server. So first we will create a button to call that API. So first we are going to update this label get API, which will get our API, and in the second button we will add a label of post the data, and we will add a function over here post data. And now we are going to create this function. So let's create it. Const post data is equals to function, and inside that we are going to call Axios dot post. So here we have to keep in mind that we have to pass two parameters to this post. So first will be the URL of the API and the second will be the data, actual data which we want to pass. So first we are going to define our URL. So const URL is equals to string, and I have already copied the URL, so I will paste that over here. Now we have to pass the data to the second parameter of the post. So our data is user over here, so we will pass this user data over here, and we will add then to this API call. So this will be our response, and we will define a function over here, and inside that we will log the response into console. Let's save it. Let's see the output on the UI. So here you can see that we have two buttons over here, post the data and get the data. So what we can do is, like, first we can get the data from one API and then we will post that data to another API. So click on get API. So as you can see on the UI, the data has been displayed. So we have the data in the user variable. So now we are going to post the data using this post button. So I am already running this local server on my local machine. So we can see this posted data on that. So we can see that the same data has been received over here. So same data you can see in your browser as well. Let me show you how you can see the interaction of the APIs on your browser. So once you go to your browser, you can open your console by clicking a right click and going to inspect. And go to the network tab. So here on the network tab, once you click on the post the data button, you can see an API has been hit, and once you click on that API in the headers, once you scroll down to the bottom, you will be able to see the request payload as well. So this is how you send data in your post request. And similarly for the put request also, you have to follow the same steps. The minor change which you are going to do in your API is change this Axios.post to Axios.put, and the rest of the things will remain same. So input also you have to pass these two parameters only. As I said, you should always add a catch into this. So now we have covered our get, post and put methods of an API call, how to make that using Axios package of NPM in our React.js application. I hope now you have understood how to make an API call, be it get, post or put. So if this video helped you to clear your idea about making HTTP requests through a React.js application, hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Happy coding everyone. See you in the next video.